Hi, Emma. It's so nice to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for having me, Elijah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And thank you for being here. Okay, you see, oftentimes I do this a lot, okay? I love to thank my guests for two main reasons, all right? Firstly, Emma, I want to thank you for investing in yourself. You see, you are on this platform right now because you invested in yourself. And I love to make reference to the amazing mango tree. You see, I was on a particular road some months back and there was this mango tree on that road and it didn't really catch my attention. Why? Because it's got no fruit on it. So I just walked past it and, went my way. But just recently, okay, I was on that same road and I sighted the mango tree from afar, from a distance, and it caught my attention pretty good. Then I got the urge to move closer. When I moved closer to the mango tree, Emma, I was wild because now it looks so beautiful because it's got a lot of mangoes on it. It looks attractive and, you know, now the point is the fact that you dedicated your time, energy, and resources to becoming the amazing person you are today. That caught my attention. It attracted me. And that's why you got the request, hey Emma, would you be on the show? Because of the things I read about you and your insight and how impactful your work is. So thank you very much, Emma, for being on the show and for investing in yourself. I truly appreciate it. So let's get started. I am quite excited to have you on the show, Emma, for some reasons. Firstly, my interest in knowledge seeking. You see, I believe in order to transition from a chaotic situation to that of a beautiful one, I believe it takes the application of knowledge, quality information. And you see, Emma, ever since I discovered that light in the Hebrew means knowledge and darkness means ignorance. I've been so keen to knowledge seeking. Why? Because I do not want to remain in the dark. So that's going to make our conversation today very important to me and even to the listeners. The second reason why I'm excited to have the amazing Emma on the show is for the sake of the listeners. You see, Emma, we live in an age where information is as abundant as grains of sand. We've got a lot of information flying out there, how to do this and how to do that. So these folks trust me for quality information. And when I was reading a little bit about you, I was impressed because I believe our conversation is going to be insightful. So for that reason, Emma, let's get started with your introduction. Talk to us about your personal or professional journey. You're just so curious. We want to know how you got here. And afterwards, I've got some beautiful questions for you. Okay, Emma, over to you.
Thank you. How I got here, I've been in operations pretty much my entire adult life. I've fought it most of my adult life and tried to go do other things, but it always brought me back somehow. I started Shockwave Solutions with my business partner, Travis Gomez, about 5 years ago, or 5 years ago now. And we started right before the pandemic. We launched our company in November of 2019. So that was challenging, but also really fun. And if you can get through that, you can get through anything, I think. So we have been on this journey for a long time working with visionary entrepreneurs, particularly in the direct response marketing and e-com spaces, who are really, really good at selling products, but not so great at delivering them or don't know how to make it profitable. So we work through with them how to run their operations in a way of operational excellence. And that comes through strategic planning, people development, and proper execution. And so that's kind of how I got here. And we've been doing this for 5 years and we work for clients throughout the world. And we just really, really love the service that we get to provide.
Amazing. I love that. That's a good one. You see, you make use of one of my favorite words, which is help. Because I firmly believe something that every one of us are on this planet to help one another, to serve as a solution to a particular problem. And you see, when I come across folks who are doing just that, I really appreciate them. And you are one of the most important asset to planet Earth. You know, if Earth has got the opportunity to give out some words, I'm very sure Earth's gonna say things like, say me hi to Emma. Folks doing nice job down there. Okay, let's get to the questions. All right, Emma. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so the first question. Okay, let us talk about, automation. All right. How is AI changing business operations? Can you talk to us about it?
For sure. I love this question. I don't really get a lot of questions about AI because people don't associate operations with AI, but it is absolutely. So, operations is the day to day that it takes to get from the sales to delivery process of your customers. So, that's everything from customer service, which you can utilize AI tools now to be way more effective, way more efficient, and create a much better customer experience. You can use AI in automations, such as if someone is about to get a continuity product or a subscription product, they'll get a notification automatically through Zapier channels. You can automate things like pulling payments into spreadsheets. You can automate and use AI to write newsletters, to write emails, to write sales copy, to review traffic expenses, to review ad spend, ROAS. I mean, it's endless on what you can do with AI and automation and robotics. I like to throw robotics in there as well. We love to use MindPal because we have a bunch of autonomous agents. And so labor costs, we're able to produce far more for the same labor cost because we're able to utilize AI to cut time down. So where I could only take 3 clients on previously, I can now take 9 clients. Where I could only run email lists for 12 people, I can now run it for 30 people because all of the time spent looking through the copy is now spent editing instead of writing. And so we're able to eliminate multiple steps within many, many, many processes utilizing AI tools. And a lot of people often say to me, well, it's $60 for this tool a month and $70 for that tool a month. How many hours of labor is it going to save you? And does it equate to what you would have paid? More than likely, the answer is it will not even come close to what you would have paid in human labor. So, as far as operations goes, operations, the most important metric in your business from an operator standpoint is the profit margin. And if I can produce more and pay less, I can increase my profit margin. And that's way more important than how much money you bring in.
Wow, I got that. So that's a great job AI is doing. And you see, well, let's just say that's a great job because there are folks who say things like artificial intelligence is going to take our jobs. It's going to make us jobless. Different series of perspective. Okay, let us talk about customer service. All right. So beyond customer service, how does support drives revenue?
Sure. What a great question. Customer support can become revenue producing if you treat them like a revenue producing team instead of a bunch of answers, right? So I can choose to teach my customer service team how to answer questions that my clients would have, or I can choose to teach them how to buy more. So let me give you an example. If someone calls and says, "Hey, Elijah, I really loved product X. It was absolutely, fantastic. I wanted to get more information on how I repurchase." So your customer service person has the opportunity to sell them one more product. Or if they understand your entire suite of products, they could say, "Well, thank you, so much for calling. Yes, I'm happy to put that order in. Let's pretend like it's a joint health supplement. Did you know that we had a cream that goes with it that you could add on for $17 and we can actually put you on auto shipping every month?" Other ways that your customer service team can become revenue producers for you is we all have abandoned carts and we all have declines in our CRMs. And the amount of people that actually reach out to those declines in those abandoned carts are maybe 11% industry wide. So if your customer service team reaches out to them, "Hey, Elijah, I noticed that you were looking at product X and, you put it in the cart and then you shut down, whatever. Can I offer you a 10% discount today to go ahead and try our product? We have a 60-day money back guarantee." So it's all on how you train them and how you utilize them. And so if you're only using them as people who answer the phone and give refunds, customer service is, of course, going to cost you money. But if you utilize them as a retention team, "Hey, Elijah, I understand product X didn't work for you. In lieu of a refund, I would love to replace it. We have another product that's similar that I think would really help you out. Well, we're going to go ahead and extend the 60-day guarantee from the day you get this one. Would you like to try this one instead? We'd really like for you to try it. Does that make sense? So everything is how you treat it. If you look at every department and how they can contribute to the bottom line, they'll contribute to the bottom line. If you look at it as checking a box, it's just going to simply check that box.
No, I got that. I got that. And you made it very easy to understand. I love that. Okay. What are some actionable automations or systems any business should implement today to save time and reduce errors?
Sure. Every business is different, so it's a little bit hard for me to give like a specific checklist. We generally do an audit before I give checklists like that. But just real simple automations that you can utilize for your business is automating a Zapier from your CRM to your Slack channel, perhaps. I'm when a customer is late paying, so that you know the day that they were due when they didn't pay that, they're now late. Other things that you can do is inventory control automations, letting you know where your inventory is at through robotics and through AI, through automations. In Zapier, we can now keep counts through our CRM. So if you know that you have 10,000 units, your CRM can update you every day based on the units of sales, how much inventory you have. That's a big one. People run out of inventory. Inventory management is a big, big, big problem, always is in every company we work with. So understanding where your inventory is at, that's a great one. Another one is automations for emails, email journeys, taking someone who buys a product or who just looks at your product and has an abandoned cart or a decline, and creating an email automation, email sequence that they automatically get reminders. Or if you buy something that's 30 days, set an automation so that at 25 days, they get a reminder to reorder so that they don't run out. There's just so many different ways that you can utilize automations in your business to save time, to save money, but also to expand what you're capable of doing revenue-wise.
Amazing. Okay. That's a good one. So let us get personal a bit. All right. Let's turn to success stories. Okay. So what's a real world example of a company transformation that you led, and what specific steps made it successful? Do you have any?
Sure. I have a few, but I think my favorite one to tell is a fitness company I came into a few years ago. During the pandemic, they grew from, $100,000 a year to 15 million. And the owner, who was absolutely phenomenal at creating products, wasn't so great on the business side and the operations side. And so she had gone and just hired anybody that she could hire, bartenders, waitresses, to run this online business. And so it was very chaotic. And instead of creating processes, she kept throwing people the problems. So labor will fix it, right? Labor will fix it, right? We came in and we stripped her company from 23 to 7. We created internal processes and external processes so that we knew how to behave internally to the marketing strategies, and we were capable of working with vendors much more effectively and efficiently. Additionally, set up different protocols for traffic sources. It was a company that didn't make money on day one. It made money on day 45. So we needed to make sure each traffic source that we were paying for as we expanded was allocating that money made sense to that to that traffic source. And so we monitored that. We created an entire monitoring program. We were able to take them from 15 million to 100 million in just 2 years.
Amazing, Emma. You see, knowledge is light. I tell you, there is solution to every problem. That's amazing. That's a great uptrend and profit margin. That's amazing. Okay. You see, for CEOs and we entrepreneurs that are listening to us, what advice or tips or insights would you like to share with them?
Sure. I think the biggest piece of advice, if I could only give one, biggest piece of advice I could give anyone running a business that will help them is create a strategic plan for your business. Where are you going in the next 10 years? And really think through what that looks like. What happens often is people don't have a plan. They just have a revenue number they want to hit. So they have all of these canoes in this lake, meeting their people, their vendors, their team members, and they're all just circling in this lake and they have no idea where they're going. But if you sit down and you really think through what you want to do in the next 10 years and then work backwards and just what are the milestones I need to hit to get there throughout and share it with your team, they'll be able to make decisions on your behalf. You'll not be untangling things that you didn't think through. For example, if I go and get a bunch of merchant accounts that don't allow subscription services, continuity, or RX, but that's in my plans for the next 2 years, I have to untangle the merchant accounts I currently have and create new ones. So if I have a plan, I know how to make decisions today that'll impact my tomorrow. So that's the biggest piece of advice I can give anybody is really plan where you want to be so that way you can strategically move there.
Sit down and plan where you want to be. I got that. That's a great one. So for folks who would like to reach out to you, learn more about what you're doing, you share between users that was sent to this and it resonated, they would love to learn more. How can that be possible?
I missed the last question. I'm so sorry.
Okay, and they would love to learn more about all of these things that we've talked about. So how can they reach out to you? Your contact?
Sure. I'm on Facebook, Emma Rainville, Wizard of Ops. I'm on Instagram, Emma Rainville 512. LinkedIn, you can find me, or you can just visit my website, shockwavesolutionsllc.com, and I have contact information on there. Elijah, thank you so much for having me.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Emma. That's gonna be the show. See you.
Thank you.